So now into the content portion. Everybody here has heard content is king. You know, it's really all about the text. The text on the page, the video on the page, the images on the page, how we manipulate them, how we deal with it in a keyword-rich environment, and that is true. So as we go through these top 7 ways, I would appreciate your patience, and I'd like to set one sort of ground rule. All things being equal, as we go through this process, we've installed appropriate content. Okay, I'm not going to drill off on the granular component of what key phrases so much need to go in where, because this is a beginner course. So please, your patience is appreciated. The first thing you want to do is you want to get good copy content that's going to support the keyword research that you did to get targeted on page 1. So in this case, if it's an appliance part that someone's looking for, you want language to support that, obviously. You want, if you're going to use images as it relates to that, you want to support that as well with that particular image, and then other technology associated with it, and video. Same thing with video. It's all about content. Architecture is the second phased area, and this is really the ability to choose software programs that Google, Yahoo, and MSN can index as it relates to architecture. And that is the area up here that, find my mouse. That is the area up here that everybody is going to be clicking on, and drop-downs. Be careful of certain JavaScript drop-downs that are not indexable by the majority of the search engines. So that's the second most important thing, and the second way to come up on page 1 of Google. Blogs. Everybody's heard of blogs? What a blog is, effectively, is more another form of content. Pictures, text, video, images, and it's just served in a slightly different manner than a web page sometimes, and it's another strategy. Don't forget, these are all strategies. I've seen websites where they deployed only one of these strategies and still dominated page 1, position 1 results. You don't have to use all of these strategies to achieve page 1, but as we go through the presentation, you're going to find out in a competitive arena that we will be forced to deploy more and more strategies to compete with whoever you're going up against, both from making sure the search engines get the information they want to see so they give you high rankings, but also that your customers get a great experience, and then that leads to a conversion for you. Quality and keyword-rich inbound links, and this is an example. Link with websites that have relevant content to your sites and adhere to the quality guidelines. Google Webmaster Guidelines gives you some great information there. Utilize keywords in the inbound text, link text, and instead of using your company name, use keyword-rich names that then assist in that process. Also, there's some helpful resources, and we'll have more that are available to those wanting them at the end of the presentation, also published on our website for you. Yahoo Sitemap, for example, or Site Explorer, for example, is a really fast way for you to be able to run your website, and Google has a similar tool as well, to find out how many links are actually coming to your site. So the more links that you have from other websites to your website, the better. There are certain restrictions in terms of how many per page and so on, but check out the data. I don't want to get deep into it, but the bottom line is you want links from other websites to your websites. The type of database that you install. You know, I run into this frequently where some people have installed an amazing database on their website. It does everything that they want it to do for their business in terms of its functionality, but it's actually not something that any of the search engines can see. And in my experience, a lot of databases have amazing content that is just wasted away because they chose the wrong application to upload the database in. And that can be a very costly or a very profitable decision based on your website, is to get that content up to the engines so that they can index it. Make sure you spend time on that if you're serving any kind of database. It's well worth the investment of talking around, getting the right advice on what type of software programs you can use that the search engines like to see and they index readily. Electronic press releases. Bless you. Electronic press releases, the red arrow or the red boxes in this particular diagram, they effectively show you all of the various positions and sections of a press release written electronically and submitted electronically to Google News have the ability to become indexed and create more value, particularly if it gets posted on your website. And again, it's more content, there's more technology, there's more links, there's more images, there's more video, there's so much that we can do dynamically with press releases today to put people on page 1 of Google right away. In fact, often within 24 hours. So, a very popular way to get you there very, very quickly. Domain name strategy is, in this case, something that we find a lot of people are missing out on still. When there's an opportunity to purchase or select a domain name that is a keyword-rich domain, and I realize this is not always possible depending on the branding of the company already, but if you have the opportunity, maybe you're a startup or maybe you're starting a new division, there could be an opportunity for you to select a keyword-rich domain name and set that as your primary domain name. You get extra marks from the search engines for that. And in this case, luxury yacht charters happen to be one where we were able to look at doing that strategy. I also recommend that you register and host a domain for multiple years, because the longer that the search engines perceive you're in the industry or that you're intending to be, the more points you get. Effectively what Google does, and again this is very broad and I'm not going to dissect their algorithm for you, but try to serve it in a manner that is somewhat intuitive. They look at our websites and they pretty much assign points, hence their algorithm. And the more things we do well, the more they reward us. So it can be that simple. And it has to do with content and customer experience and things like investment in your website that they will consistently be rewarded. Another really popular way, although it won't get you on page 1 of Google, is through a register of a keyword-rich domain and then forward it to your website. And in this case, for example, if you can see where I've typed in luxury yacht charters, actually I can't show you on this, but in the address bar on Google, a lot of people direct domain type. How many people know what direct domain typing is? Okay. So when you open up a browser and you have a thought in your mind of what it is that you would like to see, instead of putting that into Google, you directly put it in the address bar at the top where it says http://www. You just go, I'm looking for burgerdogs.com. Okay, we had some fun with that the other night, sorry. And so if I don't want a whole bunch of search results, I can bypass the search engine and go directly to a website with the thought I have in mind. Now, that doesn't put us on page 1, but it assists in driving more traffic to a person's website. Another example of that might be a tad better than burgerdogs.com would be, diamonds.com. Certainly, if you own that domain name, it's a tremendous opportunity. People will come via traditional search methods, but they'll also come directly through the address bar at the top of your browser by directly typing it in. This is a tremendous opportunity, frequently missed. I would say 95% of the time when we do projects, that adds quite literally significant sums of extra converted business to the people that I've worked with over the years. And it's a tremendous opportunity for you guys in the industry to have an edge to bring that to your customers, and not to mention a strategy for your in-house SEO team or people looking to dominate more of their market.